Hey everybody, today I'll be talking about why the new patch is actually not so good. It's a bad patch, and it's just not something that I want to see too much of, but I'll go ahead and explain this later. I know they added some things that people have been asking for, but they add them in such a way that's so fucking convoluted. Like most of the things in this game, it's very convoluted. I'm pretty frustrated with the game, so, if it's more negative than normal, then, uh, don't be too surprised. And I'm going to talk about why I haven't been uploading as much or playing the game as much. And you'll see that I'll talk about that at the end of the video because the only people who are going to listen to that are people who regularly watch me. So they'll probably stick to the end if they enjoy my content in the first place. So there's four new units: Galactic Lightside, the Clone Sharpshooter. Excellent design. It's basically what every sniper should be. It does less damage per second than a normal sniper. I think more DPS to turrets or structures. I'm not 100% sure about that. And it has a limited amount of AoE, but has good AoE. And I believe its stats are slightly lower, so it's a pretty balanced card. I'd say it's probably one of the best cards they've designed so far, believe it or not, because it's really interesting, and you can actually put this in any deck. It functions sort of as a turret, where if you're tanky enough as a character, you can put it as like a super turret in that sense. So well designed and really, really powerful if you use it properly. And if the enemy doesn't deal with it, it's also very powerful too. So excellent card design. Very happy with this. Not much more to say about this. Statted well and costed well. Very well made. So the ARC Trooper is also another excellent card, and I believe they nerfed Partisan because this card was included, and I think that was a wrong decision because the card's good, but it's not that good because it's very easy to counter. So the counter ability of this card is it takes time to wind up, which doesn't seem like a big deal, but it's a huge deal. It's only 2 energy, so chances are you'll win some sort of energy trade, like a small energy trade, where they'll use TIE Fighter on or something, but chances are if I'm TIE Fightering, they'll get some extra value out of that somewhere else by damaging you or your units. So there's not really a way to get like an infinite amount of energy with this, but it's pretty strong. If the enemy misplays, you can just shred through everything with this, and it's 2 energy of an investment, so it's much better than Ugorian by far. In fact, I'd put this in any deck just because I feel like it. It's more fun than the other cards, the other 2 energy cards, so I like it. I've been playing it too much, but then again, I've been playing this game as seriously as I was before, so it might not be good as I'm praising it to be, but I do think it's better than most people think it is. Like, I do think there's a lot more potential here, especially if you stun an enemy or you stun them with 48th loop. You can definitely do some sick combos off ARC Trooper. So, yeah, this is going to be a rough patch for Rebels for sure. Because the separate assassin joint is completely broken and overpowered. So the problem with this inherently is that turrets and characters usually do single target attacks. So if you overkill, like the little spider droids or whatever, like the probe killer swarm by like 400 damage, it makes no difference whatsoever than if you overkilled it by 1 damage, because like most things don't do a lot of area of effect, but since Partisan got nerfed, it can die to TIE Bomber, so there's nothing with enough area of effect to stick around and kill this, and having ARC Trooper, this hard counters ARC Trooper because it spawns a lot of units, and ARC Trooper has to reset its wind-up time every time it wants to focus on a new unit, which doesn't make any sense in my opinion. It shouldn't have a wind-up time at all. Oh no, it should have a wind-up time after it focuses, it stations up and it can just keep firing, but whatever. So this card's... Oh, jeez. Excuse me, that's a printer. It goes off every day at 2 p.m. In fact, give me 1 second. I don't know. I'll do it in a second. So anyways, like, this is one of the best cards in the game. It's probably one of the best cards. It's like, it took Partisan's place, but the thing is, Rebel needed like an OP card like Partisan in order to stay relatively equal. I think they were slightly overpowered before, but that was because the characters that they released were super poorly designed. RNG, and it's just not fun, dude. It's really fucking dumb. So they're just doing horrible design decisions. They're trying to be creative, but they suck at being creative. There's no other way to say it. They're not very good at what they do in terms of designing cards and balancing them. It's blatantly obvious at this point. It might be kind of rough to say that, but it's everyone can tell. Everyone knows that they suck at it. So anyways, oh god, I'm gonna die of a heart attack. So anyways, this BT Super Battle Droid, really, really well balanced. It's not balanced, it's really, really strong. I have a feeling that once this card gets up to competitive level, because no one's going to use an underleveled card, the game's pay to win. Using an underleveled card is basically just shooting yourself in the foot. But once this card gets up to level and competitive, relatively competitive standards, you're going to be able to destroy people with this. It's such a value card. And the fact that it's super tanky, survives any area of effect, and there's no crowd control on Rebel side to stop any sort of tech units, you basically can just overrun them. So Grievous is going to be really scary. Grievous was garbage before this patch because he didn't have enough tech units to support, but now Grievous is a monster, especially in the new modes. But I'll talk about that in a second, so yeah. Super strong right now, and it's going to just tear through people. A lot of damage, pretty quick, a decent range, a lot of health, and well statted, just super strong. So this new mode's fucking garbage, dude. Like, they said they're gonna bring back trade, but this is some fucking fucked up convoluted bullshit right here. This shouldn't exist, realistically. Like, it just shouldn't. It's so bad in design because it's basically just saying, hey, gamble, and we're gonna take your cards. And the thing is, like, if you win, you still lose your cards. You just get it's like a really shitty trade. Like, if you get to choose what you won, maybe it'd be worth it. But like, the fact that even if you win, you don't get to keep your card means just you lose basically 100% of the time. So I know if they made it so if you won and you get to keep your card, you probably average out about even, but even so, like, it's such a convoluted thing to do, and it's basically just scamming people. Don't do this. If you want to do the sub events and, you know, bet cards that are terrible, like Energy Net or Energy Pike Trap, like these cards, if you level them up, not that big of a deal. You can bet them, and whatever, you don't lose too much, but I wouldn't bet uniques or legendaries. It's so fucking terrible. It's so fucking convoluted, and it's like, it's a hard kick to the nuts, in terms of how they're treating the community. Yeah, they always pick like the worst players too. Like, why? Who wants to watch low-level players be fucking terrible at the game? The only reason why anybody watches my videos is because I'm somewhat decent at the game. If I was a horrible player at the game, I'd have to be really funny or some shit. And since there's no personality in this, it's just watching terrible people do shit. It's not fun at all to watch. It's not a fun system to put in. So if you're gonna do it, maybe tier 10 and up or something, so it's at least somewhat decent. But I know the reason why they didn't do that is because if you put so that's gonna be so. Anyways, yeah, if we made it consistent, then people would win, and it wouldn't be worth it. So it's obviously just a scam. It's a fucking blatant scam. There's no other way around it. Oh, more scamming, view results scam. It also takes fucking forever. Why do I have to watch? The thing, there's no skip button. It's really fucking annoying. It's not fun. It's really not fun. Arcade system mode. Like, they made 2 vs 2 come back all the time, but all 3 of these modes are so broken, it's not fun to even, like, play them right now. At least in my opinion. Playing 2v2 is kind of fun, though, with your buddy. Just fucking around, chilling a bit. Draft mode 1v1 is basically just who has Assassin Probe Droid. Because most people can't counter Assassin Probe Droid, especially in draft mode. You're not going to draft the cards you want, especially since you only get to pick from 2 cards. So I'm thinking maybe if you pick from 3 cards, it'd be a little bit more balanced because you get the cards you want more often and you have better decks, but I don't know. I'm sure they tested it and realized that maybe they have to have only 2. But right now, draft mode's fucking stupid. Energy boost mode is basically just Grievous cuckery. How you play Grievous in Energy boost mode is you play your minions and you don't ever risk your body because there's no point dying. Like, why would you risk your body? Your minions are better than theirs. Your minions are better than their heroes. Like, why even risk yourself? There's no point risking your own body. The only time you risk yourself is to use your skill and then you run out. Like, I'm not even kidding. That's how you play Grievous. It's so fucking stupid. And yeah, there's no better character in Energy boost mode than Grievous, and that's that. I tried everything, and nothing is better than Grievous because just the 6% boost is so insane. I tried Padme, but the thing is, Padme, oftentimes Grievous will run a Nerve Gas Grenade, and you instantly lose because you can't CC tech units. Apparently, there's nothing to CC tech units, so you fucking lose as Padme most of the time. It's really fucking dumb. Nice schedule, whatever. They're doing to switch things up and keep 2v2 around. Cool, sure, whatever. I'm glad they did that. You have to pay for shit, then you lose most of the time, whatever. Deck changes, they're making the map more even, whatever, it's nice. It should have been like this the whole time, but I'm glad they're changing it now. Okay, that's good. Better UI, sure, this is nice. New camera mode, this is cool actually, good job on this, props to this camera mode. There's not much to talk about though, like, the thing is with this camera mode, it's really disowning, especially if you want to commentate, but it's like, it's cool, it's a good option to add in, but it's not that necessary. It doesn't take that long to make this sort of camera angle either, view mode, whatever. Wildcard radio, cool. Sure, this is nice. Good to know this. I don't think this changes anybody, but it's good to know that they're at least doing some shit. So a bunch of UI changes, defeat and making guild missions harder for everybody. Honestly, they all should be easier so everyone get packs, but I don't know. They're trying to promote people to play the game, so I have no say in this. I'm not a mathematician, so I can't do this. I'm only a player, so I can talk about things like balance and stuff because I play the game a lot. So when it comes to unit balancing, it's basically exactly what you expect. Cad Bane was garbage before. He still sucks. Like the fact he has to stop his DPS just to change his weapons, doesn't make any sense. Like, it makes sense to make you think more about it, but once you change your grenades, you have to wait 7 seconds after you spent, like, half a second changing your grenades to go back to your blaster pistols. Is so fucking dumb. Like, the guy's terrible. And they made it a cooldown, like, 3 seconds. You know, it'd be okay to have a cooldown, like a casting time, well, a weapon changing time, but the fact that it's so long and it takes time to change your weapons, it's alright. It's either that they take out the animation for changing weapons, or they take out the cooldown time. One of these things has to go, or they can just increase the stats. But increasing the stats is kind of fucking lame. I know they're trying to make him a high skill character, so make him a high skill character. You know, let the player be able to do fast reaction moves and, you know, have a lot of versatility. Having half versatility every 2 seconds is not enough to make a, you know, weak static character good. So yeah, Cad Bane sucks. Fifth brother. After the much needed 7th sister nerf, she was completely broken and overpowered. No two ways about it. She was the best character in the game because once she started to push with her droids, you couldn't stop it. There's nothing to do about it. The only thing you could do to beat 7th sister was to literally just, if she rushes your tower, you push the other tower because you can't defend against her. That's how broken she was. But now that she was nerfed, sorry about that. Wow, so much fucking noise going around. Sorry, it's such a distracting video. So now that she's been nerfed, she's not usable anymore. She's like B tier or so. She's fair, but the thing is, all the best characters have something unfair about them, which is intended. Like, the best characters should be somewhat unfair, so they're trying to buffer Unique from being completely useless to slightly more useful, but having more health doesn't stop the fact that he does almost no damage and he's completely slow, so they probably have to increase his damage for him to be useful, and maybe he'd be useful then. Just too lowly statted, and his taunt range isn't long enough or long-lasting enough to be considered that good. So yeah, still bad. Imperial Heavy Gunners, they decrease its cost, but anything that costs more than 3 energy and is weak to area of effect is completely worthless as a card. Basically, it's just like, if you can trade with TIE Fighters and get a bonus energy, like just by killing 1 card, it's a terrible card. This is why Sniper Army isn't used, even though it has potential to be really strong. Usually what happens when you place on TIE Fighters, they immediately just, when you put down a Sniper Army, they just TIE Fighter immediately, and you lose 3 energy in the crate, and you just get your ass pushed, and like, it's so bad. It's so bad. Heavy Gunners, it's more usable, but they're still terrible. It's definitely not worth using. They nerfed its stats, of course. You have to. They didn't nerf it that much, so it's pretty good. It's pretty good, except it's not usable to any area of effect, because every deck runs area of effect. So Partisan, when they nerfed this, they basically nailed the coffin in a... They basically put a coffin... Oops. They basically put the coffin inside Partisan. So Partisan's completely... It's not as overpowered anymore, and that was the only thing keeping... Rebels somewhat fair to Empire, but now that Empire has much better cards in every single way, shape, and form, there's actually no point to play Rebels right now. You're at a disadvantage. Everyone knows this. You're just at a disadvantage to play Rebels. It's not really fun to play Rebels. The only time you'll be okay is if you play a completely broken character like Yoda or Luke or 40 Luke or something. Even then, you're still at a disadvantage because Empire is just so much stronger. So what I wanted for the Partisan nerf, I did want Partisan nerf. I did make a video about this where I said Partisan needs to be nerfed, but so does a lot of Empire cards too. The Empire power cards are too strong, and Partisan was a counter to them. But now that Partisan's nerfed and it can be TIE Bomber, there's no point like playing as Rebels because you're going to get your shit pushed in every time. You can't stop any pushes. You don't have any good defense. So what I was hoping for Partisan was that they nerf its movement speed so that after defense push, which is really what it's good at doing, you wouldn't be able to counter push as easily. You'd have to place him more risky in a spot, more forward. So when you do kill his stuff, it's either Partisan dies or it has a little bit of HP left to counter push. So that would have made more sense, a little bit more tactical. So the people who are bouncing this game obviously have no idea what the fuck they're doing. The fact they just nerf its health and nothing, and there's so many things they can nerf. They can nerf its attack power, they could nerf its speed, or they can nerf its damage to turrets. They could have done a lot of interesting things, but they're fucking lazy. They don't know what the fuck they're doing, so they just fucked it basically. I don't know what to say. Yeah, terrible change and terrible timing to do it. They had to nerf Empire if they wanted to nerf Partisan like this, but they didn't do it. So it's obvious they have no idea what the fuck they're doing. Anyways, yeah, that's it for the patch impressions. Their overall terrible patch. It fucking kicked to the nuts by Netmarble. So yeah, for those who want to know where I've been and what I've been doing, I'm going to explain that now. For those of you who just wanted to watch a balance update and the patch notes, thank you for watching. I appreciate your time, and yeah, have a good one. So where I've been gone, why I've been gone is because I just don't enjoy playing this game that much anymore. Like, I put my heart and soul into like the videos I make. It might not look like it, but I really do try. It takes a while to make my videos, and I feel like Netmarbles just leave us on cruise control because they're just so fucking lazy. Like, I make this video, they didn't, this video about the problems of Star Wars, I'm literally doing, like, their jobs for them. I'm diagnosing the problems of the game for them, and they're too fucking lazy to do anything to fix it, right? So, like, I haven't gotten a single comment, I haven't gotten a single DM, I haven't gotten a comment on the page that I posted to them. This guy's bitching level 60 tower. Really, dude? Whatever. Thank you, this guy. He posts good vids and top tier thoughtful play. I don't know about top tier commentary. I think I'm only top tier because no one else does commentary. Anyways, like, I appreciate the support and all, but it's sometimes hard to play a game that feels like the creator doesn't want you to play. Like, I don't know, I just feel like I'm being in an abusive relationship. I play this game, and he gets smacked around for playing it because Netmarble is too fucking lazy to fix anything. And yeah, a lot of people feel like this. Like, they never fix any of their problems in a timely manner. They never compensate us for anything. Everything's so fucking buggy and imbalanced, and they just don't seem to care. CM Simon doesn't do his fucking job. Like, look at this. I'm gonna go to his fifth pack. He doesn't respond to anybody, especially on the front page. Like, all the responses, sorry about this one, all the response of CM Simon on Control F are basically people him being mentioned. He doesn't respond to anybody at all. Copy. Sorry about that. Damn, dude, why does this keep getting unplugged? I don't know, something's wrong with my laptop sometimes. Anyways, like, it's so fucking lazy what they're doing, dude. CM Simon sucks at his job, but maybe he hates his job, dude. I don't know. Like, I don't know, man. I just don't have... I'm passionate about the game, but the fact that the game doesn't have the same passion, it just hurts me a little bit. what a weak way to say it. It's not really a personal attack, of course, to me, but it's just like, why play a game that doesn't respect you, right? In a capitalist society, I'll just switch to another game. I've been playing a lot more Clash of Clans lately. At least I feel like with Clash of Clans, things are relatively fair. It's fun to raid bases and destroy them. And this game was fun to do, like, compete against other players, but I don't know, man. I just feel so disrespected playing this game and the way they're treating everything. I just don't feel like I'm necessarily wanted, but I think most of the community likes me. I think the same two people that downvote me. I'm gonna guess this. I'm gonna guess it's Rom180 and Dicey that keep downvoting me, or Darth Renegade. All these people dislike me, and they're all Alliance people. So yeah, most YouTubers have quit mainly because it's just like, it's just completely unfair, and no one's enjoying it for the most part. I highly recommend checking O Trademarks rant about this. I spoke. Ooh. Whoops. Okay. Highly recommend checking O Trademarks. He made rants about this game. Like, he's the only reason. Like, he used to get so many more views than this. He used to get, like, he was the biggest fucking Star Wars pursuing a YouTuber, I think, for a while. But the thing is, like, he quit the game, dude. Like, he made a game called, he made a video called I Love Netmarble Games, and then 7 months later, he makes, like, 2 rant videos, and then he just fucking quits. like, yeah, it's really dumb. I don't know, man. I'm gonna put this link in the video if you want to watch this. He makes some really good points, and I like him a lot. And what he does, he's probably too busy. Like, I'm just too busy to spend time on a game. Like, I have school, I'm working. In fact, I'm at work right now. That's why I'm getting distracted. But it's grave shift, so it's not too bad. Only minor distractions. So yeah, it's just like, I have too much going on to play a game that just disrespects me. So if you guys want me to switch games, or will see gameplays on my other things, I'll go ahead and post that. I really think that for other games, there are probably better content creators than me. I think the only reason why people watch me is because literally no one else creates content for this game. Well, not literally. Like, I think 5 other people I can think of off the top of my head. Maybe 6. I think 7 people that create other content. And most of it's pretty low quality. Like, my content quality is low, but I think most other people are about the same level or slightly worse in terms of, like, actual quality content. So, yeah. Yeah, dude. I just don't feel like updating. Maybe let's update occasionally more, but I don't know. I just don't want to waste my time like this. And I'm not obviously if people who say I put too many ads, I'm sorry about that one. I put it on auto ads where it's like, let us decide the ads for you. I'm like, oh sure, whatever. YouTube, go ahead and do the ads for me. But of course, since I get such a small cut of it, YouTube's gonna put a lot of ads. I've only made $12 in like 5 months. Like, how much is that? I can't do 12 out of 5 right now. It's something like like 225 or some shit. I don't know. It's not too much money. It's like 220. Okay, so it's like no, it's not 220. Oh, 24. It's a little bit more than $2 like per month. I'm not gonna make fucking. I'll make like 30 cents per video, guys. It's really not worth it for me to put ads to piss some of you guys off. Like, I'm not in it for the money, obviously. I just do it because I like it. But since I'm not liking it, I haven't been making as many videos as basically it. So, what a long video. Do you have anything else to say? Not really. I just want to know if you guys like what you guys think, whether it's positive or negative. If you want to call me a shitbag, sure, whatever. It doesn't really offend me at all. I'd like to hear your opinion on the way what you guys think. And yeah, what do you guys think about Netmarble, and what do you think about the direction of this game? I don't know what else to say, man. It cut deep, man. Cut deep when they do anything. Netmarble's a razor blade to my wrists. I'm just kidding. That's too edgy. Anyways, I'll see you all next time. I'm not going to say subscribe if you want some more, because I don't know if I'll be doing YouTube that long. I probably will, and I'm probably just being overly dramatic, but at this moment in time, like, come on, man. This is so fucking stupid. It's so pathetic from Netmarble. And yeah, I'll see you all next time I post. Probably should be soon. I always say I'm going to post a video, but I just never feel like it. And yeah. Peace out, and have a good one. See ya. I gotta click away. Whoops.